to find it, okay? I literally just made a post and talk about fail interviewed, providing you a story of one of my customer. His name is not Satya. I have to spin the name a little bit. Let's call him Satya, who have failed his Amazon AWS interview as a product manager multiple times. And he spent some time, he apologized that I literally have to cross out all of his story and teach the man how to write with confidence, with level, I can't tell. English is my fourth language, y'all. Is English your second language? And plus, give me a show of hand. English is my fourth language. So you're going to see a lot of that. Okay? Let me know if you guys can hear me, by the way. Okay. So the reason why I wanted to share that story with everyone is that 99, if not 100, of my clients in VIP coaching, it is a cohort, real life coaching service with me as your career coach and my fabulous community member and a lot of leaders. And some of the things we've been seeing is that so many of you guys think, Holly, the job market is slowing down. Holly, I'm so scared. Amazon is the only company that's reaching out to you. Stop. If Amazon is reaching out to you, kudos to you, sir and madam. That means you're doing something right with your branding to attract the employer's attention, right? So the next questions I have for you is answering many of your questions via LinkedIn. Well, Holly, my interview is in 2 days. Can you please review my writing exercise? No. Let me tell you why. Because writing for Amazon is very intense. In fact, Amazon is a very heavy writing company. Okay? Let me explain. Because Amazon believed that if something is important, it will be written down on pages of paper with statistic and number to differentiate how you're able to deliver result from A through B. Yes? If you're still with me, give me a thumbs up. I have to drink some honey tea to clear off my throat for a second. Okay, sorry about that. So I wanted to very importantly tell you guys that if you're so antsy and you just have absolutely no confidence and no stories, by the way, why are you doing it? Because the recruiter pushed me, Holly. The recruiter says that something is launching on Flex and they have to fill this role. Well, you know what? It's a recruiter's job. The recruiter's job is to fill the rank as quickly as they can so they can meet their quota and keep their job. My job as your virtual coach to get you the job when you are ready, professional. Okay? So we're meeting for the first time. My name is Holly Lee. I spent the last 20 plus years, I work with a lot of the big technology companies. I can speak to you in software, in hardware, in embedding, program management, TPM, you name it. I personally hired thousands of people for just Amazon alone. My passion is to not just help you get a job at Amazon, but to help you get a job with any of the top FAANG or maintained employer. Okay? If you're new to my channel, go check out the 2022 market update. It was very clear. The data hasn't really changed much. Okay? Amazon is still the number one player. Amazon has opened, even if we're taking warehouse associates out of the equation, I'm talking about tech and business roles, they still have the most open position. I wanted to say 3 times more than Google and Meta Facebook. Okay? I get a lot of you guys coming in here asking for that. But the highlight of what month are we now? July. The highlight of June is I've got 8 people who land a job at senior level or principal at Microsoft. It's crazy. So it looks like Microsoft is doing something in the background. Their job description is extremely vague. So for all of you who's antsy, guys and gals, don't put all your eggs in one basket, okay? Amazon is not sponsoring me. I'm doing it genuinely because I want to give back to the community, but I need you all to start listening to me, okay? Amazon, they ain't going anywhere, guys. They're not going anywhere. Microsoft, oh, hell yeah. I was just on there. I don't have my swag. I have my former members sending me mugs from Microsoft because they all of them landed a job there. Okay? If you have an upcoming interview and you already have a failed interview, say failed in the live chat. I know that when it comes to live chat, I should focus on the positive. I'm asking that question because I don't want you to feel alone. Because professionals, all of you guys wanted to jump on a quick call with me. It's impossible. It's impossible because I love my customers or my member, you guys so much, but even responding to your messages takes hours every single day, okay? So please drop your question in the live chat for me, put a giant Q. Let me know what questions you are asking. Be very specific. I'm training you all here. You ready for me? The more specific your question is, Holly, I'm interviewing for a level 6 program manager as an example. For what company? AWS. Do you know the organization? I don't know, Kindle. I'm just making that up, okay? Be very, very specific. If you're from international, even though the hiring bar is pretty much the same thing, but there's a lot of differentiation, right? Because the workplace or the work culture is different for its own unique geography, okay? Alrighty, there's a lot of folks here. If you have forgotten to smash the like button or subscribe to my channel, I don't know why you're not subscribed to my channel yet. I live stream every single Tuesday, okay? Same time, same day, unless I'm on the road driving. That's probably the only time that I am not here. Alrighty, let's start from the very top. Justina, thank you for your patience from Africa. What time is it for you over there? Third, okay, third. Let me know what questions you may have. What's going on with you, Justina? Abraham. This is Api. Api, hope you're feeling better. Thank you so much, Api. I just haven't live streamed for so long. I'm feeling really bad. I made a commitment to my my community member, all of you guys, that I will be here for you. So it's really hard. It's also very Amazonian. If you say you're going to do something, unless you can't move, you show up to it. Okay, so that's really the mentality. Eliza, how are you, Eliza? Eliza says, I'm going to drag you here, okay? The RC means recruiting coordinator. So the recruiting coordinator at AWS only gave you the first name of interviewer due to privacy and security. That's true because back in the days when I used to work for Amazon, my goodness, I find a lot of candidates, you guys. By the way, John Doe, I know this and this and this and this that you know. We're connected. We went to the same school. My friend went to the same company that you did, and then half an hour is wasted. Okay? It's not just security and privacy, but they don't want you bombarding the interviewer. Can you get me a job? Can you get me a job? Can you jump on a call with me? If you want to network and learn how to network, that's a complete different skill. But don't wait until you have an interview to ask the interviewer with their first and last name. By the way, it's so easy to find the last name. Wink, wink, wink. Right? I have a whole playlist. It's called LinkedIn Networking and Job Search. Networking and Job Search. Go check out, guys. I'll leave the link probably this way, this way, this way, this way, somewhere here. Okay? Alrighty. Tayaki, I fell loop interview AWS in April. Should I wait until 6 months cool off period? It really depending on why you have failed. I wouldn't wait. I would continue working on written and articulating your story because it does take you at least 3 months. I'm being very, very honest here. As mentioned, I run a VIP coaching cohort. It's just hollylee.co/VIP. If you guys read any of those endorsements, everybody say the same thing. They have been doing it all wrong because they're so fixated on the LP. They have 50 stories. They're overwhelmed. Sounds familiar? I cut all that BS off. 27 questions, my way. I have a template. Just get to the point and be as raw as possible. Hi, handsome. You want to say hello? Hello. Okay, all right. Can I work for 5 minutes and I take you to Legoland? Parker, don't step on Mama's cord. It's right there, okay? Parker, please go. Okay. Okay, love you. We go see Nemo after this. Can we see Nemo after this? Yes? Okay. Thank you. Bye. By the way, my child, amazing news today, just made it and get accepted to the unified school system as kindergarten because if your birthday falls after August 31st, you will have to wait for another year. And he was able to pass that test. This is a very proud mom moment for me today. Can I please get a hallelujah for my child? What does that mean, guys? That means I can spend more time creating content for you guys. I can spend that time of homeschooling my son in the last year in building more products and services around your needs and not make you feel like you need the entire course because not everyone needs the entire course. Okay? which also reminds me that everybody wants me to jump on a call with you. As you can see, a quick glimpse there, that is impossible. Okay? Hello, baked and salty. Kevin, how are you? Prakash, how are you? Failed, failed. All, you see that? A lot of it's, by the way, guys, it's so common for you to have failed 1 or even 15 times. Amazon specifically, because most of the people who are at Amazon, they have already failed the interview. Okay? That's a secret there. Most of the bar racer have already failed as well because they're human. Okay? For you to be an excellent interviewer, you just have to, in time, interview an X amount of people, and then you're being trained to be an interviewer. That's it. Then just because you are a great interviewer at your current job professional does not make you interview ready. I repeat, just because you are a great interviewer, when the table turn, it's hard, right? Now you got to come up with specific example. Now you got to convince me within a minute or a little bit more why I should hire you. You got 45 minutes to do that in the entire round of interview per each person. Are you with me? If you guys are with me, give me a coffee emoji or thumbs up emoji right inside the chat. Okay? Pochico, Holly, I prepared 20 stories, good, for the bar, and I used 5, had to create one on live. I get very nervous, but really I enjoy all the process and loop. I'm waiting for feedback. Good for you. It sounds like you've done the best that you can. Listen, guys, sometimes it's about doing your best, okay? Because many people, I'm talking about 6,000 plus, are able to land their job for free right here, showing up like these for months, looking at all my content and doing the work, okay? It's not about how many stories you have, it's about how many different stories you have. If you guys can walk away with at least 20 different stories and can pull it behind your back to make one up, kudos to you. Big kudos to you. And please do keep me posted, all right? Fasaya, I failed the Amazon Music loop saying that I didn't have VP level experience example for senior program manager. So basically, let me translate that for you. That means you don't have executive or leadership communication experience where you're able to influence them. That's what they're saying, okay? Um, Unfortunately, I don't have a course. Here's the thing, guys. Online courses, they work, but if you already have failed interviewed, I wouldn't recommend buying an online course. You need actual coaching. Let me explain. I have an online course, and because so many people have bought it and bombed, excuse my rawness, have failed so many interviewed, I had to stop selling my course to them because hang on, don't just go for something because it's cheap. What do you want? What do you need? If you're gonna do that, just watch my video and do the work because there's so many examples there. Okay? And you could still get a job. If you can land a job at Amazon or Google or an Apple or whatever company that is, if you're going to get a job anyway, you're going to get the offer regardless. Does that make sense? So if you're going to invest your money, I would say invest your money on a coach that you believe that can walk the talk, not coaches who are at Amazon for a hot second and call themselves an expert, okay? Or coaches that who has never been doing anything or training interviewed and suddenly they're an expert. You guys hear me? Because there's a lot of Amazon expert out there. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of that. Okay? Tomorrow is another day, girl. It's another day. I want you to smile. Smile for me. You will be fine. I promise you. Okay? EL, how many different interviews between FAANG and regular startup? They should be very similar. Let me tell you why they should be very similar. Because first of all, startup, a lot, if you have co-founder or leadership that came from a FAANG company or like an Amazon, the bar is very high, right? So what do? They take the similar process and mold into the startup environment. I also have startup who you interview with 2 people and then a team member or go out to lunch with the team and then you get the job right there and then on the same day. At the end of the day, EL, you still need your story. You still need to be able to explain how you execute, when you execute, and what type of obstacle or challenges did you encounter? What did you do to strategically provide a solution? By the way, what is that solution? All right? Because I feel that a lot of you guys are so stuck and overwork your brain cell. Don't overwork. Just answer the question. If you feel like you're stuck, very simple. Okay? Look at the interviewer and ask the interviewer, do you mind if I write down the question? You got 10 seconds to kill. You know you're not just writing the question, right? You're writing down wink, wink, an outline of what you're about to say. Okay? Dua. Hi, Holly. I wanted to thank you for the amazing video. You got an offer. I can't even scream. My throat is hurting so bad right now. Yay! So happy for you. Dua, make sure we're connected on LinkedIn, okay? Thank you so much. Where did you get accepted? What position and where? Vivek. My throat is getting scratchy again, so I have to speed it up. Vivek said, is there a hiring freeze at Meta? Vivek, you know I'm not allowed to say things like that, sir, okay? You just have to pay attention to social media. I know too much because I came from Meta and I have a lot of friends who are still there. And everything that I share with you guys. Oh, can you draw me something, Parker? Don't step on that. Mama's laptop will shut off, okay? Oh, is that Parker's name?
No, Dad, not.
What is that? Watermelon?
Yes.
Okay, can you draw me a castle and I will be there in 2 minutes, I promise. Okay, thank you. Okay, go. You want to see Nemo or no?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, give me 5 minutes, Parker. I'm sorry, guys. I have to mute for one quick second, okay? You know, I don't even know how to mute because none of my setup is here. And I don't even know what I just talked about. Okay? Parker, please. Parker, look at Mama. Please, give Mama a second. Are you a good boy or a bad boy? Okay, show Mama you're a good boy. You're starting school. I cannot wait for him to start school. Live stream had gone down. How many of you guys are parents here? Give me a show of hands. How many of you guys are single parents? Give me a show of hands. Then you know that you should be pushing yourself a lot harder, right? You should until you reach the finish line. All right. If you pay attention to the social media or media like LinkedIn, Google.com, if you put is Meta going through a hiring freeze, there should be a bunch of stuff coming out directing you to it. The odds are even Meta employees are going to talk about this. Wink, wink. All right. If you put the questions on Google, I'm hinting you guys, there's so much information. You see this? Yes. There you go. All righty. All the bar teaser told me that they like too much data, but I share that I'm not understanding your question, Ponchito. All the bar teaser, you mean bar raiser, told me they like too much all data that I share when this make very strong. I'm not really sure if that is a question, so please elaborate. And if you guys don't mind, I really have to. And how many of you guys repeat yourself 100 times and your 4-year-old boys refuse to listen at all costs? I was told by other family member that Holly, maybe you should try not repeating yourself. Just try it one and walk away. Well, he'll just, you guys saw that, right? He'll just, like, literally what he used to do is pull the plug and shut everything down because the kid found that it's funny. All right, July 20th. So excited. His butt is going back to school. Yes. Okay, Martha. I have a phone screen tomorrow for an L4. Any tips? Strongest LP for this level. If you guys are interviewing at Amazon, you need to know all of the LP. The only LP you should not think of is hire and develop the best or people management type of things, okay? Because you're not managing people, you're an L4. But you still got to be able to know all of those and having questions around. Again, do not waste your money thinking about creating stories around those LP. Look at my Amazon leadership principle questions and examples, guys. Examples. If you go to my main YouTube channel, just click on playlist. Simple, right? Playlist, anything that has the word examples and answer, click on it. It tells you exactly what to do. I'm literally holding all of your hand and guiding you through how to create your stories. Okay? We get it. We get things done. I actually made it live. I've been watching your video preparing for an L6 recruiter role. Well, thank you for being here. I have some folks that tells me they can't hear me. Can you guys hear me? Okay, let me know if you guys can hear me because some of you are telling me that you can't hear me. That's because I just went mute. I pressed the mute button. All right. Juan says, currently on the final loop interview panel for security specialists at Microsoft. See what I tell you? Microsoft's on fire. Like, look at this. Sorry, guys. It's bugging me. It's bugging me when things are not perfect. What's the best way to prep? Again, the same style that you prep with the Amazon style, which is look at the actual questions because all these companies are copying Amazon. I repeat, all of these top companies are copying Amazon. Okay? Because there's a lot of Amazonians going to Microsoft as well. Kevin, made it to the loop interview and thanks for all the content. What's the best way to prep? Kevin, that's everything I just said. Just look at one playlist if you have to look at something. Examples, right? Examples and answer playlists. Juan Quinn? Juan Quinn? According to my 5 interview from the final loop, they told me that I passed the interview and I was the best one for the position, but today I was told that I've been rejected. I feel confused. Well, it seems like they don't know what they're looking for and they changed their mind. It doesn't really happen that often. It has so much to do with the recruiter relationship and the hiring manager and how they manage the whole process. And I'm going to throw this back at the recruiter and the hiring manager. Can they give you some feedback? Juan Quinn? Mike, is it okay to proceed phone interview with another recruiter even though you have accepted an offer from another recruiter both at Amazon? No, 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 and no. Because all the recruiter, from the moment you attack to another rec, it will alert everybody that you have interviewed. And that, my friend, is a red flag. Okay. Hello, Naomi. Um, Abraham, Amazon engineer different from a non-FAANG company. That's not true. They should be very much the same. Let me explain. If you're thinking, and I work for startup as well, right? Startups or the FAANG company, here's a common theme. Problem solving, coding, algorithm, data structure, design. You have to know how to design because you're a full stack engineer. So as far as the hiring bar, Amazon is much higher because you actually have to design a portal, a product or services that is mass produced for the millions of users that's about to use whatever you build. Versus startup, that may not happen right away. Okay, that's where a lot of the startup experience, even if you come with 20 years, that doesn't make you a level 6. What have you actually built, and how many people are actually using what you have built? Jorge, I have a loop interview for network development engineer. Will I be asked compensation during the loop? Well, it's really depending on the recruiter. The interviewers will not ask you about money. The recruiter is the only person that talks about that. Prakash, what's the difference between a senior TPM and a senior dev manager? That's a good question. One, obviously, is a people manager position. That's it. That's really the only difference. The bar is the same because you still need to know systems architecture and design. I actually made a video with one of the former Google and also Amazon TPM. You can't miss the playlist. Go to my hiring manager playlist. You will find that. It says TPM on there. Dua, I want to thank you for the amazing content. You got 2 offers. All righty. I'm gonna make a print screen of that because I'm just really proud. Good for you. Good for you. Make sure we're connected. We Get It Done says, I have seen others celebrate the offer. It gives me hope. That's why I love it if you guys come back and announce your job offer, because who isn't motivated because of that? Okay. Now, guys and gals, I'm going to pick on those that I haven't been able to give TLC yet, and I have to wrap this up fairly quickly, mainly because my throat is getting very scratchy right now. Janine, I'm ready to apply the STAR method, but the recruiters do not contact me. I've applied online and nothing. I have LinkedIn without access. Go take a look at my networking playlist on my main YouTube channel. Okay, don't apply to job. When you guys just apply to job, no one's gonna get back to you because there's so many job applicants right now. And if you're applying to Amazon, guess what? Amazon is the main company that has the most opening. You're competing with all the people that apply to Meta, Microsoft, and Facebook, all going into AWS as well. I know I'm back because I had to mute, tell my son to watch a movie for a little bit. When I have four sons, my goodness, you have four sons? Good luck with your interview tomorrow, real life cleaning. I'm just focusing on Q&A. And guys, for you to help me speak things through, you see what I'm doing? I'm searching for your question. Just put a giant Q in front of it. It will help me save a lot of time. Toto, thank you for your video. During the interview, the hiring manager and job title was different from the website. It's managing a team of 50 in L7 position at Amazon. Yes, it is an L7. Okay. Um, it's very common for an L7 to have 50 plus people reporting to them. But then again, it doesn't really mean anything. It could be a level 6 as well. So you shouldn't really care much about leveling. You should care about passing the bar. Amazon is a very fair company, everyone. Okay? They'll give you a role that leveling to where you are. And if you just joined and you're watching, you're really shy and reserved, just give me a thumbs up in the video because that really helps the algorithm and it motivates me to continue popping in content for you guys and answering your question. All right? Okay, a couple more before we wrap this up. Naomi, skill set, I'm seeing multiple job openings on Amazon for what I do. Is it okay to keep applying for all roles I'm interested? I will not apply for more than three different roles, or two different roles, because when you apply to so many positions, if I'm the recruiter or hiring manager, from the moment I put your name in the system, I see you applying to 50 jobs, I'll just immediately be turned off. Okay? Again, LinkedIn networking. LinkedIn networking. This is what I teach in VIP coaching. Okay? Go check it out because every single person in my VIP, even in my main YouTube channel, go take a look at the VIP endorsement video. They all say the same thing. No love, failed interviewed, Amazon recruiter give them no attention, boom, they end up at FAANG. Maria says, I just received an offer for software engineer military apprentice. Your videos help me prepare for my interview pool. Thank you so much for your content. Oh, thank you so much, Maria. Woman in military and in tech. Thank you so much. And make sure we're connected on LinkedIn. Okay? All right. Jags. I have the same interviewer for phone and virtual. How should I look at it? Huh, that's weird. Can I use my story used on the phone? No and no. Most likely because you haven't answered the question over the phone and they wanted more time with you. That's the best I could explain it. York. I'm getting my virtual on-site interview with AWS next Monday. Okay, for solution architect, already passed the phone screen. Do you have a question for me, sir? Okay, I'm going to those I haven't answered yet. Yes, I am done. Okay, guys, I'm going to close the chat right now because the girls got to rest my throat, or you won't see me at all for next Tuesday. Okay? There's no way for me to say this, guys. If y'all have an interview that's coming up on Amazon, go click on my Amazon leadership principle questions and example and do the work. That's all you have to do. All right? That's all you have to do because it is so fulfilling that 20, 50 people every single week just from YouTube alone for free get a job at Amazon specifically. If they can do it, you guys can do it too. Every single time I live stream, okay, somebody lands a job offer. Now, mind you, a lot of those folks are international. They could never come. But a lot of the US will try to show up. Okay? Be well. Please take care of yourself. The summer is here. Wherever you are in the world, I will see you next Tuesday afternoon.